oh, this is a real English, like not a textbook or like school English. And this is how actually people talk. And then, wow, my English wasn't even close to the real one. That's what I thought. And then I changed how I study or like.
Hey everyone, welcome back to another fantastic Let's Talk About How You Can Get Better at English episode. We're the hosts. My name is MJ.
My name is Adam.
And today, everyone, I'm super excited. You might know from the thumbnail, but we have a guest for today's episode. I'm so excited. I can't wait anymore. Let's introduce her, Deco, or some of you might know her, Rikodon. Warm welcome, everyone. Warm welcome.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Hello, everybody. My name is Reiko, and I'm so excited to be here. And I'm a little nervous. I am a freelance English tutor, and I do make videos. I'm a video creator as well. And basically, I teach English within like 1 minute video on Instagram.
やっぱりねのいろんな言い方 It's a prank! You've been pranked. I knew it!
And on YouTube, I do a lot of collab with a lot of people, and I do like fun stuff in English. So search Rikodon English, and you will see my channel.
Of course, everyone, we will be linking all of that information down in the comments below. So definitely check that out, especially because not only is Deco on our show, but we are being featured and doing some guest appearances on her channel as well. So definitely go check that out. Okay.
Thank you.
So again, super excited, everyone. Let's just jump right into it. Today's episode, we're going to be talking about the history of Rikodon. So everyone, how this is going to work is we're going to ask Deco just to explain her history of learning English from the beginnings. Maybe she hated English at one time, but now she likes it. Who knows? But that's what we're going to find out today. And hopefully it can help some of you maybe relate and understand, connect, and maybe you can get some tips on how to improve your English skills and your studying for yourself. Deco, please, let's hear. Let's take it back to when you were a child. When was the first time that you came in contact with English?
You know, for sure, when I was elementary school, I didn't have English classes. I knew what it was. I knew what's eigo. And that was just like gaikoku no mono. Like that was like a foreign thing, nothing to do with me. And I thought that's just a cool thing. And I never had exposure or like any interaction with people who speak English at the time. And I learned English in a junior high school as just one of the subjects, which was boring.
Right, because everybody, you have to learn English, right?
Yeah, that was like something I had to. And when I think that my first encounter with English was when I was in second year in junior high school. And do you know MST, the music station? It's like a really huge music TV show. Basically, a lot of times Chinese or idols are there.
Yeah.
But there's one time Lady Gaga was on the show, and I saw her for the first time, and I was like, that was shocking in a good way.
Yeah.
And I literally fell in love with the energy and the vibes and like how she talks and like, you know, everything. I was like, oh my God, that's so cool. And I start doing research, and then I got into American pop music.
Is that the time she had the black circle clothes?
Yeah.
Oh.
You know, many interesting kind of fashions. And that was like, I was like junior high school. So I was like, wow, everything she wear looks really cool. And just everything was new to me. And I never got into anybody like that before. Lady Gaga, Beyonce, and Rihanna, these three people got my heart. And I was like, I want to talk like them. And that was like the first motivation, like trigger, like I want to learn English.
Well, so it sounds like it was deeply connected with music, right? You enjoyed music. Maybe it was a hobby of yours. So then you found yourself drawn to not only the sound, but first you were drawn to the image, I guess. The extreme image, especially with Lady Gaga. I feel like, right, coming from in Japan, we know majority are very conservative about how they look or how they show themselves towards others, where Western countries, it's kind of the opposite. You want to stand out. And of course, we all know Lady Gaga. She's like super standout, way out there, a little kudu pa out there. Yeah. So connecting a hobby with English is a strong way to get more motivation for it.
Right.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Do you want to sing in English, or you more wanted to talk?
Yeah. Well, that's like a really good question, because at the time, my only goal was to be able to sing songs in English.
Oh,
and I didn't have any friends who speaks English at the time. So like, I never thought about I want to be able to talk, because I didn't need to. But more over more self-satisfaction, like jiko manzoku. Like I just want to be able to sing the song because it's cool. And that was like my junior high school. Also, I was really into K-pop at the time. So I was singing songs in Korean as well. So like, I think I was really into music or like dancing at the time, and less interest in language itself. But I went to high school, and then things got a little more serious when it comes to study, because everybody wants to go to university for the future safety. And but thanks to my junior high school time, when I was listening a lot of music in English, I think I had a really good listening comprehension. Also, my mom was a piano teacher, so I started playing piano when I was like 3.
Oh wow.
And so that's why like I had a really good ear. Like a listening skills. I'm really good at picking up the way people talk, even in Japanese. Like I'm kind of good with monomane, like imitating how people speak. I didn't even try to, but like after I talk to someone who has a really thick accent, I pick up that. So,
Oh wow.
Yeah, but I've never tried. Like after that, I just realized, wow, like I talk like them, but I can't help it. So I think that really helped a lot. So I started with audio learning kind of. Yeah. But anyway, so thanks to that, I had a really high score in listening all of the time. But when it comes to grammar, writing and reading, I was still terrible and I never liked it. So that was like a biggest struggle, because in my head, I was thinking I'm kind of good at English, but I can't read and I can't express myself. I can only sing songs because I learn it. And it's just, I repeat the same thing. But talking conversation, it's like you have to improvise. You have to create your own word. You have to freestyle rapping.
So you mentioned that your listening was really good, but your reading and writing wasn't good. Comprehension, speaking as well. How did you hit that wall? Did you feel like, oh, I should just stop? What made you overcome it and continue?
When I went to Canada for the first time. Oh, I love Canada. I'm so ready to go back. Yeah.
Wait. Have you been to America?
I would love to go to America, especially California, New York, Boston. Lots of Texas, lots of places. Anyway, so I went to Canada, Vancouver Island when I was 19, and I absolutely love it. Like I loved everything I saw, everything I ate. Not everything, but most of the things I ate.
A lot of things.
And people. Oh my God. That was just people are just so nice. But my personality is very friendly, outgoing, and talkative. So I really want to talk. But at the time, my English conversation skill was like really bad. And my pronunciation, super bad. I had a really thick accent.
Can you recreate the accent?
Oh
how much katakana was used? Was it like full on like...
I was like really chuto hampa, like halfway throughout the time, because I knew what it sounds like because I listened to lots of songs. But still, I don't know how to create the sound in my mouth. So I was like trying to be cool. Like I want to try to sound like English, but never. So that was like really 40%, 50% katakana, but still like trying to be cool, like R sound. So I was like mixing a lot of R sound in an unnecessary occasions. Like, you know what I mean?
I do. No, I have like friends, Japanese friends that will like pretend like, make fun of speaking English, and they just go like super hard on everything and just over exaggerate. To try and maybe they feel like, hey, that's really good, right? I'm like, come on, you're joking around. Like, it is difficult to hit that precision of where you want to be, especially in your case, if you know what it really sounds like. Right. And you kind of, at a young age, you don't want to look foolish. Okay, so you're in Canada. Mm-hmm. Okay, so how long did you stay in Canada?
3 weeks.
3 weeks.
That's nothing. 3 weeks. Okay, but still, how was it? Mm-hmm. Had an impact on you?
Right. Well, when it comes to English, like I said, my English was not good. Like I could understand 60% or 50%, but when it comes to my host family, I could understand maybe like 40%. And when they ask me something, like, do you want to eat something or do you want to go somewhere? I could understand like 80%. But, when my host mother was talking with her husband or like other people in English, I understood zero, like literally zero. I couldn't catch up with the conversation. I was just like pretending as if I understand the conversation. I was just smiling and then try to laugh at the same point. So I was like, yeah. And then in my head I was like, I have no idea what I'm talking about. Yeah. No. So I was desperate. Yes. I was really desperate. Yeah. But impact, I think that made, I wouldn't say a huge impact, but that kind of like triggered me like, oh, this is a real English, like not a textbook or like school English. And this is how actually people talk. And then, wow, my English wasn't even close to the real one. That's what I thought. And then I changed how I study or like my learning process.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And I just realized I understood like more than 50% of what people say, but I didn't know how to create, like how to say, how to react to it. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Yep. Yeah. Again, it goes like to that freestyle. Like you have enough listening skills. You could speak a little bit, but not enough. You don't have maybe enough vocabulary to fully express and engage in the conversation. I definitely had that with Japanese, like still right now, like I do, where I can, my listening's really good, but I can't give 100% into a conversation because there's some things I just like kind of get stuck at where I'm like, I can't, I don't know exactly how to say this. So I use like a simple form. Okay.
At any of this time, were you stopping? Like, were you reserved in your responses, or did you just keep going?
I kept going no matter what happened. I just promised myself like, this is a really good opportunity. I don't know when can I go, come back to Canada. Even though I really want to. So I never wanted to waste my time. So I decided I kind of like force other Japanese people to speak English to me, at least, because they chose to come to Canada. And lots of times like Asian students, they want to stick together. Like Koreans want to just stick with Koreans, and Chinese people just want to stick with Chinese people, Japanese as well. But I don't think it's like, what are you doing here? Like, why did you choose to come here in the first place? And
right.
So I was like, okay, I'm not good at English, but I am so desperate to learn English. I'm so eager, and I'm sure you guys are as well, because you guys pay for it.
Right.
So let's practice English together. And then like I always like try to like hang out with mixed people, like a lot of like Japanese, Korean, Chinese, or Taiwanese, also Canadian people as well. Like I just wanted to like grab a lot of people so that everybody has to speak English somehow. And then I really think it worked well, just to like, having more output more than input.
Right.
And I started that was like a school program. So one of the assignment we had was to keep the diary in English. And I started doing it because that was assignment, but I just realized this is actually working, because this diary is everything about me. So I can talk about it, and it's a novel. It's a story about my life, and everything I wrote in journal, I try to use the vocabulary in the real life to see how people react. Yeah. So I tried a lot, but like, you know, if you look up the vocabulary in dictionary, sometimes it sounds a little unnatural or like really old. So I wanted to make sure if that sounds still natural or like, is there any better way to say? I'm still doing, honestly, but I think it really helped to build up my vocabulary in a short time. I think very short term. Like I was able to build up my vocabulary, but still, yeah, my pronunciation was kind of, you know, has to accent. Yeah. So people were very nice. So, you know, everybody could communicate with me. But that day I went back to Japan, my thinking was like, yeah, bye. Like I have to work really harder when I get back. Well, that was like the only thing I was thinking.
All right. Very interesting talks from Rikodon that we're all listening to right now. Thanks for listening this far. We're going to have to cut this one into 2 parts because we have a lot more information to hear about Rikodon's story and how she improved her English and kept it going after moving back to Japan. So be on the lookout for episode 2. Should be coming out tomorrow if you're watching this when it premieres. But hey, thanks for joining us. Hit that subscribe button if you'd like the video if you enjoyed the content. And hey, if you want to subscribe and support us on the next step, you can become the Next Step member, the community. It's a great thing that you can all check out on the website. So definitely go do that if you're interested. Other than that, check us out on SNS, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, TikTok sometimes. Hey, we try to do them all. In any case, we'll see you on the next step.